From downtown Detroit, Local 4 Live starts right now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Local 4 Live. Let's get to some of the headlines we are following this half hour. A live look now over in San Antonio, where crews are desperately looking for more than 160 people still missing after catastrophic flash floods in the central part of Texas. Emergency crews are still in the ground, or on the ground, I should say, and in the air. Jay Gray is looking at these recovery efforts and how they are intensifying.
Good morning, and here along the Guadalupe River, first responders beginning what is the 6th day of searching through the debris, through the rubble, the overwhelming number of missing. They're looking for a gut punch to a community already reeling. As the massive search effort continues, this stunning revelation from Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
Just in the Kerr County area alone, there are 161 people who are known to be missing.
More than 170 unaccounted for across the entire flood zone. This tragedy defined by the staggering numbers, more than 110 dead.
I've lost friends. True friends. And we've lost precious families, precious children. I wish to God there was a way we could have warned them.
There are growing questions, tension, and frustration over whether there was adequate staffing at the National Weather Service and timely warnings before the storm and as the water started to rise. There is no debate about how difficult the cleanup and recovery here will be, or how vital volunteers are as that process begins.
But we had 33 angels show up on Sunday, out of nowhere.
Gutting his flood-ravaged home, cutting away soaked sheetrock, clearing out the waterlogged remnants of his life before the storm.
It's just, totally different aspect of volunteering and paying it forward. I don't know where people show up, just wanting to help. That's just amazing.
An effort many consider a responsibility and privilege.
Just to be Texans and just coming together and doing what we need to do.
With this part of Texas battered and hurting. Yeah, and this really just the start of what's sure to be along a difficult recovery, and many here are going to need a lot of help along the way. Jay Gray, NBC News, Kerrville.
Jay, thank you. A crash investigation is happening on the border of Hazel Park and Warren at a popular burger joint. That's where they're cleaning up. Shantae Passmore has a look at the cleanup after a chase sent a car into a building.
Hey, Nick, the scene near 9 Mile Road in DeQuinder, that's starting to wrap up. And while we don't know the details that led to this crash, I can tell you it ended quite wildly. As you can see behind me, a lot of people will be, of course, familiar with this iconic brand, this iconic business. We're talking about Bray's Hamburgers. We've got a street sweeper nearby, and also Hazel Park remains on scene to remove any debris that's left over. But we want to go ahead and show you scene video from when we first got here, I'd say past 6 o'clock. We had 2 vehicles on truck beds, debris scattered on westbound 9 Mile Road. The burger joint owner tells us police told him this stems from a police chase. Officers told him a woman drove in this area unaware of the chase, and that's when the suspect vehicle clipped her, landing right inside Bray's. Right now, take a listen to what the owner had to say about this crash.
My wife answers the phone. They're like, hey, somebody hit the building. There's a big hole in it. You guys need to come down here. Very sad, very angry, very disappointed. Sad day for me.
Again, we are waiting to get more information from police as far as what happened at this intersection. Meanwhile, the scene is starting to wrap up, but for Bray's, their cleanup, that's just beginning. We're also waiting to get an update on the condition of everyone involved in this crash. However, the owner, Bray's, tells us that he was told by officers the female driver, the woman, she was alert, walking and talking. However, medics did take her to an area hospital. Warren this morning. I'm Shantae Passmore, Local 4.
Shantae, thank you. President Trump says the August 1st deadline for reciprocal tariffs will not be moved. On Monday, the president delayed the tariffs taking effect to give trade negotiations more time. According to economists, businesses could raise prices for consumers to cover the higher tariff charge. So far, the inflation and job impact has been small, but economists worry it will become a bigger problem later on this year. President Trump is also planning a 50% tariff on copper imports. He says tariffs on pharmaceutical imports are also coming. The president said pharmaceuticals will face a very high rate, possibly up to 200%. It's unclear when the tariffs on copper will take effect. Well, right now, we are less than a month away from the August 5th primary election, 27 days to be exact. There are some important races and issues that need to be decided. That includes whittling down the race to be Detroit's next mayor. Will Jones has more on what voters need to know.
Absentee voting is underway right now, and there are drop boxes like this one all over the city of Detroit for people to submit their absentee ballot. There are a few ways for people to exercise their right to vote on or before Election Day.
On August 5th, it's your chance to have a say in your community, from choosing who represents you to deciding funding for schools and public safety. Mayoral races will be on the primary ballot in several Metro Detroit communities, including Detroit. For the first time in 12 years, Detroit voters will elect a new mayor. 9 candidates are running in the August primary to replace Mayor Mike Duggan. The top 2 will face off in November. Here's what you need to know before Election Day if you're planning to vote. If you're not registered yet, you still have time. You can register up until 8 p.m. on Election Day at your local clerk's office, but it's best to register sooner rather than later. You can register online at a Secretary of State branch or in person at your city, township, or county clerk's office. If you want to vote early, in-person early voting starts July 26th and runs through August 3rd. Absentee voting is another option. If you're on the permanent absentee ballot list, you can vote now. If not, you'll need to apply for an absentee ballot at your local clerk's office. Keep in mind, all online or mail-in requests for absentee ballots must be received by 5 p.m. on August 1st.
We have more information on the election on clickondetroit.com. Use the QR code on your screen and it will take you right there. Remember, the primary is August 5th. Near downtown Detroit, Will Jones, Local 4.
All right, Will, thank you. In our next hour, we're going to be answering your questions about other races here in Metro Detroit.